You guys have now criticized. You said that can't be true, and you called bullshit on everything we were saying here. Let me play this Shaq sound for you guys, because this is something else. We need a new segment, That Ain't True, or That's Bull, where we just accuse someone straight of lying. Shaq does this all the time. Shaq doesn't care what he has to say in order for people to pick up what he said. And so here is Shaq lying.
In 1992, I think the draft was in June or something, I meet Mr. Stern in March. And he says to me, hey, no, you are. Can't wait for you to come to the NBA. Then he pulls me to his side. You want to play where it's cold or where it's hot? He asked me that. Yeah, he did. He asked me that, and I was like, hot. And he smiled, and I smiled. And then a couple of days later, they had the draft thing and, the top three things. And then Minnesota was number 3. I was like, and then Charlotte was number 2. And then Orlando, Florida was number 1. I was like, I didn't think anything about it. But, you hear a lot of these conspiracy theories. And, there's a lot of situations that could make these things sound good and sound true. Like, okay.
What are you shaking your head about,
Judge Zaz?
I love him so much, but he is so full of I mean, we're talking something that was over 30 years ago, so it's definitely like a game of telephone. Where he's
the man is dead.
Yes.
Like, this is the best way to tell lies.
Yes.
The dead do not tell lies. The dead do not rebut arguments.
And he would never make that claim if that man, David Stern, were still alive, all right? Because David Stern doesn't even have to be the commissioner anymore to call Shaq into his office after
he waited plenty of time just to make sure he was dead before he made that allegation. Because you do not make that allegation while David Stern is alive or while he's being mourned recently after dying. You wait several years to do that.
Look, Shaq was a big-time prospect. We knew he was going to go number 1 overall. But how does it benefit David Stern or the NBA to send Shaq to the exact location he wants to go to? Don't forget, Shaq did no winning at LSU. None. How does it benefit the NBA or Shaq? Shaq, where do you want to go? Got it. How does that benefit the league?
Let's think about for a second Shaq doing no winning at LSU while Stanley Roberts was playing next to him. They had 2 NBA 7-footers, and Dale Brown didn't know how to win with them. LSU also has winning 10 games with Ben Simmons on its roster and not making the NIT tournament. That's some historic bad from LSU on getting first-round talents and not being able to do anything with it.
And that's when Ben Simmons was good.
Well, they didn't make the NIT with a number 1 overall pick.
Coach's fault.
Put it on the poll at LeBatard Show. Is it impossible to not make the NIT if you have a healthy number 1 pick playing well? Because you're right, Ben Simmons wasn't what he is now, where he can't make a jumper back then.